So finally, we got full interview of that demonic girl who shouted at a pregnant lady that I hope your baby dies.
Period. She said, "Oh my God, that was something."
And let's see what she have to say about Charlie Kirk and her demonic evil worldview.
It should be public. It should be quick. It should be televised. He was talking about the death penalty. He advocated for public executions. I do not. I am against the death penalty. I just have this because I think it's pretty ironic.
And it says right here, rot in hell.
Oh, yeah, I put that to get people's goat. I don't believe in God or anything. I'm an atheist. It did get a lot of reactions, and it did get a lot of people to come up to me, and we had a lot of civil discussions.
So, do you not think that it's kind of insensitive to say rot in hell at Charlie Kirk's memorial service?
I know it is, but I also believe a lot of the things he said were insensitive. So, and, I don't really care when bad things happen to bad people.
You just done saying that you're against death penalty, and now you're justifying Charlie Kirk's death?
Just like you, we all have our own opinions on who's a good and a bad person,
And I guess it just comes back to religion, because you say you're atheist, which would kind of make sense, no offense, but like the moral compass just isn't necessarily there.
I was raised Catholic, so,
Okay.
I follow the 10 Commandments.
Are you sure about that?
Your moral compass is just off if you think that it's okay to say rot in hell during a ceremony where 100,000 people are attending.
Yeah. Yeah, I just thought it was rage bait.
Well, it probably worked.
It did.
But do you just not see anything wrong with that?
I do, but I don't care, because I don't think he ever saw anything wrong in what he was saying.
So your logic is, because someone says something you don't agree with, you're going to go to their memorial service in front of 100,000 plus people and say rot in hell.
Yeah, 100%.
It's very hard to have conversation when you're just agreeing with what I'm saying, and I'm just like being very brutally I'm being brutally honest, and you just agree with it. Like,
Yeah. Would you like me to disagree with you?
You're okay with being a bad person?
I don't think this makes me a bad person. You might, and that's your opinion, and you're entitled to that.
I would say objectively it makes you a bad person, yes. Going to a memorial service and saying rot in hell, I think that's objectively wrong.
So doing one thing can make one person just bad?
I think it's objectively wrong.
Okay. Well, like I said, I know this is a funeral and it is in an inappropriate place, but that's why I came.
It's funny that these people don't even believe in hell, but they want us to go to hell for having different political opinions. There's something deeply wrong, and it makes sense because they go against God's character.
That's not really my whole point, I just think
Your point is to make people sad.
mad. I think,
It's a funeral, they would be sad.
well, I don't care if they're sad. But I,
Typical language from an atheist.
yeah. I mean, would you care if I was sad?
Yes, I would.
You don't know me.
It doesn't matter. I still have feelings and emotions, and I want you to thrive in life, and I do care about you. I care for everyone. That's what Christians are commanded to do. And so it just goes back to the moral compass on how it's hard to have a discussion with you when your moral compass is so far off because you have no higher being and higher direction.
Yeah.
Your direction is yourself. My direction comes from the Omega.
Okay. Yes. I don't believe in God. I don't think that really matters. I don't think, I don't believe in fairies either. I don't believe in Santa Claus. I don't believe in magic.
But you do believe that man can get pregnant.
I have this sign because it's ironic and he got what he got, it's karma. I'm not glad he was shot and killed, but I am glad he is dead and not here anymore.
It's literally a contradiction.
I'm allowed to contradict myself, so are you guys.
Well, you literally just said, I'm not glad he was shot, but I'm glad he's dead.
Correct. He could have died anyway in his sleep. However, I would be happy. I'm not glad that he got killed with a gun. But at the same point, it proves his irony and the hypocrisy. If he wanted people to be publicly executed quickly on television, I know he wasn't on death row, but that's exactly what happened to him.
So this man was a father?
Yes. He was a terrible father. He said if his child got raped and became pregnant, he would make her keep it.
Well, you're just in contradiction again because you have to agree with him. Because you just said you're against death penalty and now you're justifying abortions?
I'm allowed to contradict myself.
From an atheist perspective, there's only one life and there's nothing after life. So if there's only one life, then you should be able to enjoy that life. I think this is the reason she's against death penalty because you should be able to enjoy your one and only life. And now you're justifying killing millions of human lives.
So having a stance on abortion makes you a terrible father?
100%.
Okay, I think abortion is completely wrong. Does that make me a terrible person?
100%.
Okay.
And therefore, she will be happy if you die. It's like if you're against murder, then you should be murdered. That's the belief system of the left.
Like I said, like your moral compass is just very off to where it makes it very hard to discuss because everything that I'm coming at you with comes from a biblical belief and comes from also like a worldly understanding of what's right and wrong, and then you just really have no sense of guidance.
Are you able to, or are you unable to focus on the politics and, because I wasn't worried about his religious beliefs. I was worried about his politics.
Well, his politics come from his religious beliefs. Why he is against abortions? Why he is against LGBT? Why he is against racism? Why he support capitalism over communism or socialism? It all comes from his religious beliefs.
I don't care if he was religious or not. It has nothing to do with me, and I don't believe those beliefs, and I feel like you should respect that I don't believe those beliefs. I mean, I don't think that I don't think you're a bad person because you think differently. I might think you're an idiot, but I don't think you're a bad person.
Well, you just said if you disagree with my belief, then you're a bad person. Just contradiction after contradiction.
Okay.
But he was a bad person.
Why?
Do I need to list everything? I mean, just watch anything he does. He said the civil rights movement was a mistake. He said that he would make his child keep a baby inside of her if she was. That's crazy.
So because you have political differences, you are overwhelmingly okay with taking away someone's dad, someone's husband,
Yes.
someone's boss,
Yes.
someone's CEO.
Yes. If that were my dad, I would be ashamed to have him as a father. And I would be glad he was dead.
So these demons don't care about their relationships anyway. That's why they have daddy issues. If their dad disagree with them, they just call them evil. She just said if he had different opinions, then I will be glad if he died.
But my dad was a great person.
And she just lied.
I was raised Catholic, so,
Okay.
I follow the 10 Commandments.
And you have these demonic beliefs. And you're affirming that your dad also had these demonic beliefs.
I appreciate your time, but it's impossible to have a discussion with someone with no moral compass.
Okay. Well, thank you for insulting me instead of using facts.
He literally used facts. You don't have moral compass. You just label people as bad people if they disagree with you. And if you are a bad person, then you deserve to die. And they will dance on your grave.
I mean, do you want me to use facts? What do you want me to use facts about?
I mean, I would appreciate you not insulting me because it kind of shows your character.
I mean, ma'am, you have rotten hell outside of a funeral. You're objectively wrong.
Okay. You can believe
So,
that.
so like, facts don't care about your feelings. Not to sound like Ben Shapiro here, but
But the world cares about your feelings,
they should. You obviously don't.
not yours.
Or the 100,000 people in attendance.
No.
Okay. So why are you coming at me for saying that you have no moral compass?
I'm not coming at you. I'm just saying you're insulting me.
And you insulted 100,000 people.
Okay. Did I say I didn't?
Okay. This is just getting out of hand.
And yeah, this is what happened when you abandon God. This is evil. This person is evil.
Guys, just pray for her. Pray that she gets guidance and finds the right way. And what makes Charlie different than everyone else is Charlie would forgive her.
And that's right. If Charlie Kirk will forgive her, we can forgive her. So forgive, but don't forget.